welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kay, and these are my hands. And in today's video we're going to be taking a look at my lip product collection. Now, I did want to do this in January, but as is usual with me and with most things in my life, time kind of got away from me, so that didn't happen. But we're going to do it now instead. Quick little disclaimer before we start. I have a lot of makeup. I know I have a lot of makeup. No one needs this level of makeup. I'm aware of that, but makeup is my happy place. It's one of the things that brings me joy in life. But yeah, I know this is a lot. Also, just before we do get into this, I just want to mention as well that this is all products that I had in my collection as of January. So anything that I've had in January or since January, I'm not including in here for now. This is my beginning of 2021 kind of record, I suppose. My other two collection videos, which I will link up above, whichever side they're on, they're all from what I had as of the beginning of January as well. So just to keep things consistent, that's what I'm going to do with my lip collection as well. So with that being said, let's get into it. So I've got lots of different categories. We've got lip glosses and lip balms. We've got lip pencils, which are all in this little Zoeva pouch here. We've got bullet lipsticks, and then we've got a box of liquid lipsticks, and we've also got a little tray here of some of my more high-end lipsticks and lip products. I do also have a little collection here of products that are in my current project pan and things that I'm just using anyway, and I think we'll start with these. So the first thing we've got here is my EOS lip balm. This is mint of some description. It's a little sneak peek for my project pan, I suppose, but some pretty decent progress going on there, so that's cool. And then we've got the Lanolips 101 ointment. This is a multi-balm and it's in the fragrance flavour coconutter. Then we've got the lip pencil, and this is the Illamasqua lip pencil. It's the colouring pencil, sorry, in the shade Raw. This is what this is currently looking like. Needs a bit of a sharpen. We've then got an I Heart Revolution lip gloss. This is in salted caramel. It's lost its cap off the lid part here, but yeah, this is in my project pan too. Really liking this, but you can see I'm making some fairly decent progress on that as well. That's cool. We've got two of the Maybelline Superstay ink crayons here. They're both quite pinky shades. We've got one in Stay Exceptional and one in Accepted Dare. And then we've got the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick in Cool Girl. Again, this is in my project pan. I'm not making as much progress with this, but yeah, it's in there, and that's that one. And then I think what we're going to do now is we're going to go straight into the lip balms and lip glosses. Okay, so here are my lip balms. This one is from Sport FX. This is in the raspberry and rhubarb flavour and looks like this. Let's just have a sniff. Oh, it smells so good. It really does smell like raspberry and rhubarb, and it smells amazing, but it just feels really thick on the lips, and I just don't like the way it feels. So it smells great, but I don't like it. I don't use it. So straight off the bat, we're going to get rid of this one. Next, we've got this from Dr. Pawpaw. In fact, we've got two from Dr. Pawpaw. We've got an original multi-purpose soothing balm, and then we've got a tinted one here, which is obviously pink. It's a hot pink balm, and it does look very hot pink. Let's just, oh, that's what that looks like. That's very very pink. It's not something that I will ever wear on my cheeks, I don't think, but you never know. I think I'm actually going to put this to one side and try and get some use out of it and see what I actually really think of it. But it is quite a large packaging. I don't think I'm ever going to get all the way through it. I don't think I'm going to like it all that much. And I'm hanging on to the original Dr. Pawpaw as well, just because lip balms are always going to be useful. So that's that. I feel like this dries my lips out, but I'm not 100% sure because at the time I was using it, I was also not feeling terribly well. I'm going to give it another go. I'm using the Lana lips now to try and rectify the situation, and I'm going to see if I get similar results to what I did before when I try this again. So but yeah, and this is from Dirty Works, by the way. It's the Luscious Vanilla Lip Balm. Next we've got my all-time favourite lip balm. This is from DHC and it's the lip cream. This is just so good for my lips. It does have olive oil in, which I know some people don't like, but before I used this I was using things like lip seal and chapstick, and they felt like they were drying my lips out more than they were actually moisturising. But this stuff, oh my gosh, it's so nice. Just I keep repurchasing this because I love it so much. I'm not currently using this one because I am using the EOS and the Lano lips, but yeah, if I feel like my lips are in need of some help, I will definitely be pulling this one out. And then we've got another EOS, and this is the stick version of this one. And I bought it because I don't really like the shape of the other one. I just don't like that when it gets a bit flat, it's not as precise when you're applying it. So I bought this one because I thought this one would be better at that. But as you can see, I've not opened it yet, so I don't know. And then we've got the By Terry Baume de Rose. This is just a tiny little sample pot, but it's lasting me quite some time. This smells so heavily of rose, as do most By Terry products, to be honest. It's kind of their signature scent. And I don't mind that, but it is strong, very, very strong. And in terms of the actual balm itself, I'm not sure it actually does a lot for me. I don't think I would repurchase. I don't think I would repurchase it in this form. But I'm working my way through it. Next we're going to talk about lip plumpers, and these are the three that I currently have in my collection. So we've got the Baby lip plumper. Well, it's supposed to be, but that's if you can actually get anything out of the packaging. This is a pain in the neck to try and get out. Focus. There you go. So trying to get anything out of here is just, you really have to give it a good squeeze to try and get anything out, and it's quite solid. So yeah, not my favourite. I have tried to use it, but it's just really not what I want. I actually think I might get rid of this just because I don't use it, and I don't foresee myself wanting to use it. So I'm not really into lip plumpers, to be honest. They're not something that I generally want in my life. This one is from Skin Chemists, and it's the Rose Quartz Youth Defence Lip Plump. If I remember correctly, this was very intense and I wasn't a big fan, so I don't think I've used it since. Oh, it smells very, very minty. I like the smell. The scent of this is really nice, but yeah, I seem to remember that this was very intense. I'm going to hang on to it though. I might give it another go. It might be that I can get used to it. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's stupid, but we'll see. And then we've got the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme. I've been curious about this, even though I don't really do lip plumping products. And even though I wasn't a fan of the skincare mists, I've heard so many mixed reviews about this, it's unbelievable, and I kind of just want to know for myself what it's like, but I don't want to open it until I'm ready to try it, kind of thing. So yeah, unused, I'll find out at some point, I'm sure. And then we're on to the rest of the lip glosses. So we've got 2 here from Kaleidos Makeup. These are the Lucid lip glosses. We've got Hypnotise and Dramatize. This was such a gimmick. I don't know why I bought this. Well, I do. I bought a lot of stuff from Revolution that was all sort of dragon themed, and this sort of was included in that. This is the, what is this called? So it's a fantasy lip topper in dragon, and it just looks a little bit like that. It's very gold, very sort of metallic looking, but it's not massively intense, so it's not like that's all you're going to see on the lips. It is a lip topper after all, but yeah, I don't actually like the way this looks on me, and I think I bought it, tried it, and I've never worn it since, so that can go. Also from Makeup Revolution, we've got these 3 lip glosses here. So I don't know what the shade names are, I don't know if they had any, but we've got 1, 2 and 3. I don't like these. The chocolate range, so like the salted caramel one that I've got in my project pan, and I've got another one here which is in chocolate cherry. These are lovely. I love the formula of these. They just feel really nice on the lips. They're not thick or sticky or gloopy. They're just beautiful. This one is darker, so I struggle a bit more with this one, because I'm not particularly careful when I throw on a lip gloss. And with the darker one you do tend to have to be a little bit more careful, but yeah, the formula of these is lovely. And this chocolate cherry one, the scent of this is just, it's divine. Absolutely love the scent of this one. But these 3, the formula's just different, and these do feel a bit more sort of gloopy. They feel a bit thicker, and I just don't enjoy them. I don't use them. I don't see myself wanting to use them, so I'm going to declutter these as well. This is from Stila, and I don't think I've ever used this. This is in the shade Elevator Pitch, and it is a Beauty Boss lip gloss, and actually that's looking very similar to the Kaleidos. That's looking very similar to the Kaleidos gloss. Well, it doesn't look it on camera, but this one has got a gold shift to it as well. You can't really see that here, but I can see it in real life. This has clearly got more of a gold shift to it, like a greeny goldy shift to it with the pink and purple. But I think I might actually declutter that, because I don't think I'm going to want to use that if I've got this, and I know I like this. I've never actually used this, so I don't know if I do. Maybe I should use it just to try it and see. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna keep it for a minute and just sort of try it and see what I think of the actual formula rather than the colour. And then if I really like it, then obviously I'll keep it. But if it's just a bit meh, then I definitely don't need this while I've got the Kaleidos glosses. So that's a maybe. This is another by Terry product. This is actually, it's another Balm de Rose, but this is the lip gloss version of the little pot that I've got. I don't think I've tried this yet. I think I opened it, and if I remember right, this also smells really heavily of rose. Yes it does. So I'm going to hang on to that just to see if I prefer the gloss any more than I prefer the balm. But yeah, that's that. And this is from Pixie. This is Pixie by Petra. This is in the shade Honey Sheen. This is beautiful. I keep forgetting I've got this, and every time I use it I'm reminded of just how pretty this is. So that's the one there, and then I'm just gonna, oh, it's such a pretty gloss. It's absolutely beautiful on the lips, and oh yeah, it does smell of mint as well. It's not a lip plumper, but it definitely has a minty scent to it. It's just so beautiful, and I neglect it. So I'm actually going to put that to one side as well, and remind myself to use this. I might actually put this into my project pan once the other glosses run out. That might be something I do. Next we've got a little sample of something from, I'm not sure where. It says L'Absolu Lacquer. It's very pink, and that is what it looks like. I'm going to hang on to it just because it is quite a fun colour for the lips, although I wonder how it compares to that on the lips. Maybe that's something I need to test out. But yeah, it's just a little sample anyway, so I could probably get through that quite quickly if I put my mind to it. Maybe that's something else I can think of for project pan at some point in the near future. Maybe it could be my summer shade. I've just tried to wipe it off and it's actually stained my hand. That's beautiful. Maybe not so much of a gloss as I thought it was. Okay. Next we've got this from Dr. Lip. This is a tint, Sweet Potato Pigment. I don't know if I've used this. I remember getting it and I remember thinking it was a bit odd with it being a sweet potato thing. It's, oh, that's quite difficult to get out as well. It's just, oh, that feels quite sticky. Yeah, I don't like that. Just from feeling it on the back of my hand, I know I'm not going to use it, so this is going to get decluttered too. This is from Steve Laurent. It's just a little pot of cherry lip gloss. I haven't actually used this yet. I've opened it and I've swatched it, but I've not used it. Did it smell of anything? No, doesn't smell of anything, so it's just the colour. Obviously it's going to be more of a gloss than it is. Oh, I say that. Oh wow, that's not what I was expecting. I'm pretty sure I swatched this and I don't remember it doing that. Oh well. Yeah, maybe that's something else I need to give a bit of a test as well. I've got a lot of lip products here that I haven't tried or tried properly yet, as you can see. So yeah, that needs to go in the to try soon pile as well. Next we've got a Huda Beauty lip strobe. This is in the shade Angelic. I like this and I don't like it all at the same time, which sounds ridiculous. I like it because formula wise it feels really nice on the lips. It's not thick or sticky or gloopy, but the shade of this, it's very metallic and it just makes my lips look a bit weird. It is a pretty colour, I really like it, but I just don't really like it on me. I think I'm going to hang on to it for now just to give it a bit more of a try and see if I can figure out a way to make it look nice on me. Maybe use it on top of a lipstick and see if that helps any. But yeah, that's that. This is from Jouer and it's the High Pigment Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Sunset. That's what that looks like. I don't actually remember what I thought about it, so I'm going to hang on to this one too and give that more of a chance. Wet n Wild Mega Last Stained Glass Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Magic Mirror, I think that says. It's still in its little plastic prison. I haven't opened it. It can stay that way for now. I'm going to hang on to it. I've never tried a Wet n Wild lip gloss, so while it's unopened I might as well hang on to it and try it at a later date. I'm not sure what the brand is. I don't know whether it's Floss or whether it's ATH or whether the ATH is the shade. I can't remember. But this was from a subscription box, I think. I have a feeling it was a glossy box. This is actually really pretty. It's a very pretty shade. It's just a nice light pink shade. It smells kind of like cake, which I don't object to in the slightest. I'm going to hang on to that. This was a bit of a revelation. When I got it, I opened it up and thought, wow, that is not a gloss. That is very bright pink, and there is no way I'm ever going to wear that. Yeah, it just looks very, very bright. Smells like bubblegum, by the way, which again I don't object to. And then afterwards I did try it, and it's actually really pretty. I really enjoy this lip gloss. Again, I don't give it the love that it deserves, as with 99% of my collection, but yeah, it was nice, and I'm going to hang on to that one too. And then we've got this from Pure. I don't know what the line is, but the shade is Rebel. This is very dark, so like I said with the Chocolate Cherry Revolution gloss, I find dark glosses and dark lipsticks in general I sort of have to be a bit more careful with, and I struggle a bit more with, but this is so dark. It's very pretty. I really like it sort of when I manage to get it on straight, but yeah, it's just one of those I have to be a bit careful with, but it is such a pretty colour. I'm going to hang on to it. And that was the last of the glosses and balms and things. Next we've got lip pencils. There's a few here. I'm probably going to declutter a couple as we go, to be honest, because quite a lot of them are similar shades. Most of them have come from subscription boxes, so they tend to send very similar shades. But we've got these two are from MAC. I bought these. We've got one in Boldly Bare and one in Soar. I love these. Oops, I love that. Oh, that needs a sharpen. But I love both the shades of these. Soar is my favourite, but Boldly Bare is just nice when you just want a Boldly Bare look with a bit of lip gloss on. So yep, love those. They're staying. This is from NYX, and it's a suede matte lip liner. It looks very pink. It is quite pink, but I really love this. Let's just pop some on there. Under the right lipstick, it's just really pretty. So yeah, love that. This is from Gerard Cosmetics. This is in the shade Share, and looks like that. Beautiful colour, absolutely lovely colour, and goes really well with the lipstick I bought, which you'll see later. I bought this and a liquid lipstick at the same time, and they just pair really nicely together. It's a really nice lip liner, really easy to apply as well. These are from Mirabella. We've got Cheeky and Tease. Tease, I think I may have used this. Yes I have at some point. It's quite pretty. A bit different to some of the other shades that I've got here, so I'll keep that. And then Cheeky, I know I used this quite recently, and it's a really nice shade. All my pencils need sharpening. This is horrendous. You're getting to see the inner workings of what doesn't happen with my makeup here, but that's such a nice sort of red, but not true red. I can't describe it. I'm terrible at describing colours, scents, shades, anything like that really. not great for someone who talks about makeup a lot, I know, but yeah, really lovely shade of some sort of red there. This is from Diego Della Palma. I'm not sure what the shade is on this, but it's lovely. This is a very, very lovely shade. Really enjoyed it. So this can stay. This is from Mellow. But oh, it's feeling a bit dry, to be honest. Yeah, that's a bit dry. I think we're going to have to get rid of that. And that was in the shade Aria. Next is that brand that I can never pronounce, so I'm not even going to try. You can see there what it is. This is in the shade Orion. It's not a bad shade, and it actually applies really well. I think I'm going to hang on to this, and I think this is probably the only Douce product that I'm going to hold on to out of everything that I've had. I think I've decluttered everything else. Yeah, I'll hang on to that for now. We've got 2 lip and cheek pencils from Nude Sticks. One says it's Intense Matte and the other doesn't say anything. The Intense Matte one is in the shade Belle, and the not so intense one maybe is in Mystic. I think I've swatched these, but I know I haven't used them. And that is Mystic. And this one is Belle, so that's that. I'm going to keep both of those just because I haven't really tried them, and because they are lip and cheek pencils, I kind of want to try them in both ways. This is from Buxom, and oh, I like this. This is a really nice shade. It's sort of a beigey browny sort of shade, but I really like that this comes with a brush on the other end, which needs a bit of a clean, but you can just sort of smudge it out when you've got it on your lips, and I just think that's lovely. That's so handy. We've got 2 from St. Luke's. Do we have shades? Yes, we do. We have Cupid and we have Crush. Have I used them? Yes, I have. I've used both of them. I can't say as I remember what they're like. Oh, I think I tried the red one fairly recently, and that was okay. So that's Crush, and then we've got Cupid. So they do feel a bit not dried out, but a drier formula than some of the others that I've got here, but I'm going to hang on to those and give them a bit more of a chance, I think. This one is from Lord & Berry. I think I've probably had this in an advent calendar in 2020, to be honest, because it doesn't look like I've used it. It looks like I may have swatched it, but I haven't actually used it, and I don't think I'm going to. That's not a shade that I see myself using, so I'm going to declutter that. Another one from Lord & Berry. This is a Maxi Matte Crayon lipstick in the shade Devil Red. I think I quite liked this one. Yeah, that is nice. Oh, but it is very similar to this one. What was this one? Yeah, they do look quite similar. The Lord & Berry one actually looks a little bit brighter, so I might hang on to them both actually, but I was thinking when I first did that I might declutter one of them. I might still decide to do that, but right now I can see the difference, so I think I want to keep them and just play with them a little bit more first. And then last but not least, for the lip pencils, we've got a Steve Laurent pencil. This one is in the shade Vogue. It's kind of in between the reds and the browns that you get in boxes. So yeah, so it is a little bit different. I think I'm going to hang on to that actually, just because it is sort of that in between, which might be quite nice. So yeah, so literally I've got rid of 2. I thought I might get rid of more than that, but never mind. Next we're on to my bullet lipsticks, and there's quite a few in here. I'm definitely going to be decluttering some of these. I've got some that are quite old in here, so we'll see how it goes, but there's definitely going to be some going from in here. First up, we've got the L'Oreal Colorish Matte in Erotique. This was in the beginning of my 2020 project pan. This is a lovely colour. I really love the colour of this. These two, they're from I Heart Revolution, and again, more of that dragon stuff that I said I'd bought. So this is the Dragon's Dare lipstick in Dragon's Blood, and then we've got one in Prophecy. So this is Dragon's Blood. It's a sort of a burnt red kind of shade, and you can see it's got that sort of embossing on, which was very cute, very cool. I quite like that. And then the same for the Prophecy shade, but this is a dark, like berry red. Both of these, I'm getting rid of them because they stink. They absolutely stink, and it's not the off smell. They've always smelled like that. They just smell like chemicals. They always have done, and they still do now. It just hasn't dissipated. It's just not nice. It's not appealing at all. So these can go. These can all go as well. They're from Revlon. I bought a lot of Revlon lipsticks all in one go somewhere along the way. I'm not sure why, but I never use them. I never reach for them. They don't last on me very well, which, you know, they're cream bullet lipsticks, they were never going to, but I don't use them. These are the Super Lustrous lipsticks. This one is Blushing Mauve. I mean, they're pretty colours, but they're, like I said, they're just not what I reach for. Iced Amethyst, again, really pretty, but no. And Soft Silver Rose. They do look lovely. I'm looking at them thinking they look very pretty, but I know I won't use them even if I keep them, so they need to go. And then this one was a cream one, which is Coral Berry. Again, beautiful, but it's got to go. I've had them for a long time as well, so if I haven't used them within the last 2 years, I don't think I'm ever going to. And I've probably had them for about 3 years, so there you go. Okay, these are old. I'm not sure I even want to admit how old these are, because it's actually quite disgusting how old these are. But these are from Bourjois, the Rouge Edition 12-hour lipsticks. Well, 2 of them are anyway. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure if this tells me anything. No, it just says Rouge Edition, so I'm not sure. But I think this one in Rose Tweed, this one's the newer one of the 3, but it's still quite old. And then these 2, well, this one, for instance, you can see how beaten up this is. This was my favourite lipstick for a very long time. It's in Prune After Work. I'm not even sure they make this shade anymore. This was my wedding lipstick. This was the shade I wore on my wedding. This was the actual lipstick I wore on my wedding. Yeah, I've been married 6 years this year. This is old, but that is that one. So pretty. I loved this colour. I love this lipstick. My tastes have changed. My taste in what type of lipstick I like have changed a little bit since then, but yeah, you can see how beaten up this packaging is. I love this. I really should get rid of this, but it was my wedding lipstick. I think I'm going to hang on to this one. I just won't use it. It will just be nostalgia purposes. The red one I know I bought at the same time, so this is in Cherry Macherie. This one I'll get rid of because I don't use it and it's about the same age. I'm not putting that on my lips. And then this one is in Rose Tweed, which is another pinky shade. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this one as well, just because this is probably about 5 years old. Got a load of Revolution lipsticks here. I'm probably going to get rid of some of these as well, just because they're not shades that I wear very often. I think these all came in advent calendars. I think they came 2019 advent calendars. This one is a Scandalous shade in Depraved. It's purple. It still smells good. I don't think that's a shade I'm ever going to wear, so that can go. We've got an Atomic shade in Make It Right. Oh, I'm not even putting that on. That smells, that's gone. It's, yeah, that's gone. Another Atomic shade in, what's this one in? Make Me Tonight. Let's see what they're doing here. That one doesn't smell bad. And that's sort of a greyish purpley kind of shade. I might keep that one. I might try that. See what I think of the shade. I'm pretty sure I don't like the formula all that much, but I might try the shade just to see how it looks on me a couple of times. And then I can expand my horizons with a newer version. Another Atomic shade in Magnificent, and this one's a little bit more pearlised. Again, still a purpley shade, and looks like that. Again, still smells good, but not a shade that I'm going to wear, so that can go too. And then we've got these two, which are Iconic Pro lipsticks. We've got Liberty and It Eats You Up. So Liberty is another purple one. They went very purple heavy in this advent calendar. Still smells good. I might keep that. Sounds ridiculous, I've got rid of all the other purple shades, but that looks more like a shade I could get away with if I wanted something a little bit different. Whereas these are just very sort of pale purple. I might keep that, just to see how it looks and expand my horizons with other lipsticks in future. Because when I got these, I'll be honest, I basically just wore boring beige or like rosy pinks. So anything like this I just wouldn't even have considered. So at the time I just went, nope, not wearing you, and shoved them to the back of the drawer. But now I'm more into colour, then they don't look as terrifying. Same with this one. When I first saw this, and with some of the pink glosses and that I had, I looked at them and went, oh my gosh, I'm never wearing that. And now I'm like, do you know what? I might try it. So that is that one. Again, I might keep this just to have a bit of a play. Yeah, that still smells good too. I should smell them before I put them on. Next we've got, oh wait a minute. Oh no, I've just realised I've forgotten to show you a couple of things in my last two videos. And this has just reminded me. So this is from Ciarte. And this is does it tell me? I'm not sure what the range of lipstick is, but it's in the shade Spark, and it's one of these like metallic glittery ones that's got, it looks so pretty on the outside, but it is very metallic, and it's just not something that I can wear comfortably. I just don't enjoy the way it looks on my lips, so I actually think I'm going to declutter this one. Which is a shame because the packaging and the actual like bullet itself looks beautiful, but there's no point me keeping it if I'm not going to wear it. But that has reminded me. So a couple of years ago I bought the Jessica Rabbit collection from Ciarte. Now I don't have any other Ciate products, which is how come I've only got the lipstick is the only thing that's reminded me I've got these. I keep these separate, they're still in their box usually. But we've got the Glitter Storm lipstick, the Glow 2 highlighter and the Jessica palette. So just as a bit of a bonus eyeshadow collection piece, I'll just take that off. This is the packaging for the palette. It's so pretty. And then inside, come here, that is what it looks like inside. You can see I've not even touched this, I've not swatched it or anything. I saw so many terrible reviews for this palette. I just never wanted to use it. I thought, do you know what, I kind of just want it to stay looking pretty if it's that bad. So I've never used it, but the colour story in this was just, in my opinion, it was just perfect, absolutely perfect for the whole Jessica Rabbit aesthetic. But it was just unfortunate that the quality was notoriously terrible. But it's just, the packaging was so pretty. And Jessica Rabbit, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, is a very nostalgic film for me. We used to watch it every year. We recorded it onto VHS so that we could watch it whenever. I'm so old. And then this was the highlighter, and again I've not used this either, although the highlighter was supposedly much better. So that's that. The packaging is just so stunning. And then that is what that looks like inside. It looks a bit dark because my lighting's quite bad, but yeah, so pretty, absolutely gorgeous. But again, I've not used it. I think I sort of thought that if I wasn't going to be using the palette, I kind of didn't want to use anything. And then the Glitter Storm lipstick, I think that's what this one is, to be honest, is a Glitter Storm lipstick. It's the same kind of packaging and the same kind of texture on the bullet. But yeah, I've not even swatched this, and apparently the lipstick wasn't too bad either, but I know I don't like metallic lipsticks. So yeah, this was such a waste of money. I should never have bought this collection, but I really thought it looked pretty, and I had every intention of using it. But then while I was waiting for it to arrive, I saw so many reviews, and when it came I just thought I'd rather just look at it than use it, to be honest. So I have them. I'm never going to use them, but I'm probably not going to get rid of them either, just because they are very nostalgic for me. Back to the lipsticks then. We've got this from Barry M. This is just a standard black bullet lipstick. I bought it for Halloween. I'm probably only ever going to use it for Halloween. I haven't worn black lipstick as a daily lipstick since I was 18 maybe. Another Bourjois lipstick, but this is much more recent than the other ones were. This was actually in last year's Project Pan. I love this lipstick. It's the Rouge Velvet, the lipstick. This one is in the shade Place des Roses. It's so beautiful. It's such a pretty shade, and it's so comfortable on the lips. It dries down to like a matte finish, but it's very comfortable. It's not drying at all. Applies really nicely. It sort of feels creamy as it's going on, so that's nice. I'm keeping that. I'm missing one of these. I don't know where it is. I know I've got two of them. So this is from Urban Decay. Comfort matte lipsticks. I know I've got two of them. This one is in Hideaway and the other one is in the shade Back Talk. They're both pink, but they're just slightly different shades of pink. This one is Hideaway, and actually out of the two, Hideaway was my favourite, so the fact that Back Talk's gone missing I'm slightly less upset about. But that's that one. Still smells good, still a really nice colour, one that I will still wear. Keep that. MCO Beauty, had it in a subscription box. This is in the shade Flawless. It's very light. I have swatched it. I think I have used it as well, but looks like that. And then we've got this Diddy Little Mini of a Bare Minerals Bare Pro lipstick. It doesn't say the shade on here, but I feel like this was called Petal. Looks like that. Again, really pretty shade. I'm keeping that. RMS Beauty. I had this as a freebie in a goodie bag, I think. This is in the shade Jezebel. I wore this to a works Christmas party. Really liked it. It was a really nice shade of red. Oh, but yeah, it was a few years ago and has apparently gone, so not going to swatch that. Bella Pierre Cosmetics. This is in the shade Envy. Pretty, I like it. It can stay. This is from LOV. I don't know much about this brand, to be totally honest. This is a Lip Affair matte in Showstopper, and I have tried it. I can see I've worn it. I love the way that looks. That's such a pretty texture on the bullet there. I feel like this was a bit dry, but I can't actually remember. But it is a lovely colour. I might give that another shot, to be honest. And the packaging on this, considering I had it in a subscription box and I don't think it was all that expensive to buy, it's a magnetic closure, which I absolutely love. This is from Illamasqua. It's in the shade Bang. I think this came in a subscription box as well. I get lots of things from subscription boxes. I start to lose track of which ones. Looks like that. I'm not sure that's a shade I like, to be honest, but I'm not sure I've actually tried it on my face. So I think I'm going to put that in the to try soon pile and see how we get on. Gerard Cosmetics. This is a bullet lipstick in the shade Mystic Moon. Had this in a Try Beauty box. It's a lovely, lovely sort of brownie shade, but it's a darker brownie shade than this one is. Luna by Luna. I think I've had this one quite recently. This is in the shade Pixie. It's a sort of pinky shade. Let's have a swatchy. That's something that I'm willing to try. I know I haven't actually tried it on my face yet. That can stay. 3 Concept Eyes. This is a matte lipstick in the shade Mellow Flower. I love this. It's got a bit beaten up because I think I forgot to put the bullet down all the way at one point, or I've dropped it. Either one's possible with me. But it's just sort of like an orangey red sort of colour, and I love it. So that can stay too. Wonder Beauty. It was a freebie with my first ever try box. This is the Lip Setter Dual Lipstick and Liner. This is in the shade On the Mauve. And that is what it looks like. You've got that on that end, and then on the other end you've got the lip liner, which I think is a very similar shade. So that's the lipstick end, and then you've got the liner end. So yeah, I think they're exactly the same, to be totally honest. Maybe the liner's just a touch darker, but yeah, not a lot of difference there. But yeah, it's a pretty shade. I like the shade anyway, so I'll keep that for now. And then this, oh my gosh, this is from Clay, or yeah, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But it's the Melting Lip Powder. Now I've seen lots of products like this, but when I first got this was just like, I'd never seen anything like it before. It was just so mind-blowing that you could have a powder that would become a lipstick. So it's the Long Lasting Matte Lip and Cheek Tint. There's no way I would wear this on the cheeks. You can see how messy it is just by the lid here. it's so messy. So messy, and I don't need any help to make a mess. But it's this bright pink powder that when you put it on sort of turns to like a liquid texture, but like dry liquid texture. It's a very bright, fun colour, and if it wasn't for the fact that this literally sucks the soul out of your lips, I would use it. But it's so drying, it's unbelievably drying. Clearly it's a powder. I don't know why I was surprised by that. I think it was because I was quite new to this kind of, I was new to matte lipsticks in general, I think, when I had this. But yeah, it's very fun and very colourful, but I'm not keeping this because I won't use it as a lipstick, and I 100% will not use this as a cheek tint. So yeah, that can go too. Now we're on to liquid lipsticks, and there's quite a few in here. Yeah, we'll see how many we can get rid of from here. I don't think it's going to be quite as many as the bullet lipsticks, but they surprised me, so maybe this will too. So we've got 3 Sleek Makeup Matte Me lipsticks. We've got Birthday Suit, Hellacious and Bittersweet. I have swatched them all when I've had them in boxes. I prefer the pinky ones to this one, but I don't really have a lot in this kind of shade, and I haven't tried this one on the lips yet, so I'm going to hang on to all 3 of these. Another Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick. This one is in the shade Queen Bee. This is a beautiful pink, like mauvey pink shade. I absolutely love the Too Faced Melted Matte formula. It's just, that's just stunning. I love that shade. I'd quite like to get some more of these, to be honest, because they are such a good formula. And this was the Gerard Cosmetics liquid lipstick I was talking about when I mentioned the lip liner earlier on. So this one is also in the shade Share. This is the Hydra Matte lipstick. So it dries down to a matte formula, but it's quite comfortable on the lips. So that's that. You can see I've got a sort of type shade preference going on there. Suva Beauty, these are the Moisture Matte lipsticks. These are one of my favourite liquid lipstick types. Again, they're a matte finish. They're not transfer proof, but they are very, very comfortable on the lips. My favourite shades are Imagination and what's this one called? Strange. So we've got Imagination, again, shade preference. And Strange is a beautiful orange, absolutely stunning colour. I love orange lipsticks, and this one just is just beautiful on me. And then we've got Sphinx, Abstract Thoughts, which is lovely bright pink, and Awakening, which is my least favourite just because of how pale it is. I'm actually missing a Suva Beauty lipstick as well, I've just realised. I had one in one of my Tribe Beauty boxes a few months ago, and it doesn't seem to be here, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, just now there is another one. It's more like a glossy lipstick than a matte lipstick. Too Faced Melted Chocolate Liquefied Metallic Lipstick. I'm not even going to try this because I don't even know where I've still got this, because when I had it, I had a feeling it was expired. It just, the way it applied was odd. It was looked like it was separated basically. So yeah, that can go. More dragon themed things from My Heart Revolution, and these were yeah, these were a massive mistake. Again, I don't know why I've still got them. So these are the metallic dragon lips in Fire Breathing and Faraway Flames. Now on the website these were advertised as lip glosses, so when I got them I didn't really look at them. I literally just went, I'm going to try this on, and I literally just applied it. Now one, that shade is not something that I can wear very easily. It's very metallic, and two, that is not a gloss. I sort of applied it like I would a gloss, so I left a lot on the wand and just slathered it on, and realised pretty quickly that that was a mistake, because these are actually liquid lipsticks and they stain. They go on, they dry down, they are very dry and they stain. So I am going to get rid of both of these because I'm never going to wear them. I don't really like metallic lipsticks all that much on me. They're very dark and they're just not something I'm ever going to reach for, so they can both go. These were also from Makeup Revolution. These are the Salvation Velvet Lacquer lipsticks. Again, I'm going to get rid of these. They are so dry, they're just uncomfortable. I don't like them. They can go. We've got one in the shade Keep Crying For You and one in the shade Keep Flying For You. Mellow Matte Liquid Lip Paint. I had this in my project pan. This was a bit of a revelation. I'd never tried anything from Mellow before I tried this. It was, on me, this was non-transferable. It was a really nice shade, and it was really comfortable to wear. I really enjoyed it. I'm keeping it. Another one from Makeup Revolution. This was from the Pro line. This was the Pro Supreme Matte Lip Pigment. This is in the shade Semblance. Not my favourite formula. Lovely shade, sort of very similar to everything else I've got, but I didn't really like the formula all that much, so that can go. Ciate Petal Pout. I feel like this is actually a gloss. This is in the shade Canoodle. I feel like this was a gloss and I know I didn't like it. Yeah, it was a gloss. It's in the wrong little selection here, and I hated this gloss. It was so thick and gloopy and like gathered in the corners and just looked very unattractive. I hated it, so that can go too. Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is in the shade Crush. Too dry. Pretty shade, don't mind the shade, but very, very dry in formula. Didn't like it, that can go too. Lime Crime. This was a little sample that I had in a goodie bag from somewhere. It's in the shade Pumpkin. I haven't opened it. I'm not going to open it because I don't foresee myself wanting to use it just yet, but it does look like a shade that I might be happy with, so I'm going to keep it to try for later. Bella Pierre Kiss Proof Metallic Lip Cream. It says it's metallic, but actually it doesn't look very metallic. In fact, it doesn't look metallic at all on the skin there. This is in the shade Hothead. It's a really beautiful shade. I don't remember whether that dries down too much or not, so I'm going to hang on to it and give that more of a try, but it is such a pretty colour. I love that shade. And then I've got another Bella Pierre Kiss Proof Lip Cream, unopened, so I'm going to hang on to that for a later date too. And this one was in the shade Incognito. That brand I can't pronounce again. I think I opened this. Yes, I have. Let's just have a look. This is in the shade Holiday Getaway. Same brand, but I think I'm actually going to keep this one because this is a shade I actually like. This is in the shade Cupcake. And although I'm not really on board with this brand just because of past experiences in boxes and things, I actually quite like the lipstick. It's quite pale, but I seem to remember it not looking too bad. It was just pretty, so I'm going to keep that. This is from Huda Beauty. This is a liquid matte lipstick in the shade Wifey. It was a sample I had with a Feel Unique beauty kit, I think. Have I tried this? I think I might have done. And that's what that looks like. And again, Huda Beauty, this is a demi matte lipstick, full size in Mogul. I think we had this in maybe a glossy box at some point. And that's what that looks like. So I'll keep that. This I'm definitely keeping. This is from Kaleidos Makeup. This is the Lip Tonic. This one is in the shade Immersion. So this is kind of like, it's not very opaque. It's not a gloss. It is a lipstick. It dries down to sort of a matte finish, but it's very comfortable. But you can see that's just a very light wash of colour, and sometimes that's just what I want, and I just love that shade, so that can definitely stay. Model Co. This is a matte lip cream. This is in the shade Peachy Nude. I know I've swatched this already, and that's what that looks like. I think I can afford to get rid of that. Illamasqua. This is a locked lip polish in the shade Vogue, I think that is, and is a very pretty colour. I haven't actually tried that on my lips yet, so I'm going to keep that to try. This I had quite recently in a Try Beauty box. I think it was the last one I had. This is the Brenda Dillon Kelly, or Brenda Loves Dillon lipstick. It's from Solar Look, I should tell you that first. It's from the brand Solar Look, which you can't get very easily in this country. Beautiful shade of red. Ignore this mark, by the way. This is what happens when you have a toddler that tries to get your attention as you're taking things out of a hot oven. So it's not a lipstick stain. I burned myself a few weeks ago. Same thing here. Kids and cooking don't go together. But yeah, that's a beautiful shade of red. It is a bit drying though. I'm gonna hang on to it to see if I can make it work for me. It didn't feel like it was sort of soul-suckingly dry, but yeah, it was a little bit on the dry side. And then last in this little selection of goodies, we have this from Peri Pera, and it's the Ink Velvet lip stain. Such cute packaging. This was one of the things I bought for my K-beauty video, and it's also one of those shades that when you watch some YouTubers, they'll say that whenever they wear a certain type of makeup or a certain lipstick, people always ask them what they're wearing. This is that lipstick for me. Whenever I wear this, I inevitably get at least one person asking what I'm wearing and where I had it from. It's just a beautiful, like, burnt orangey red, and its lasting power is insane. It's quite comfortable on the lips. It is a little bit dry, so I can't wear it like on a daily basis. And whenever I wear it, I know I've mentioned before with my job, I don't really get to reapply makeup all that often throughout the day, so I need something that lasts. And the very first time I wore this for work, I think we were about 5-6 hours into a shift, and I had somebody ask me what I was wearing because my lipstick had just lasted so well for so long, and she kind of wanted some. So yeah, love this lipstick. I think I'm definitely going to have to get onto Yes Style and look at getting some more of this kind of stuff, because it really does just last, and it was beautiful. So obviously that is staying. So that was all of those. And just to give you an idea of the staying power of that Peri Pera lipstick, I've wiped that off with micellar water and it's left a stain on my hand. Now, I forgot to mention, actually, I'd forgotten about this, but when it does wear off a little bit, it actually turns a different colour. Not like a colour changing type thing, but the stain that it leaves behind is ever so slightly a different colour to the one that you've put on, which I don't hate. I don't actually hate that shade when it dries down on my lips. But yeah, that is the staying power of the Peri Pera. And then last but not least, we have some of my more higher end things. So the first thing that I'm sure most people were drawn to when they saw that little tray there is this little box of goodies here. So this is from Pat McGrath. This is a little duo. Yep, so they're the matte trans lipsticks. Obviously I bought it as a duo. So we've got two. Packaging is beautiful. And we've got Flesh 5 and Elson. So this is Flesh 5. Absolutely stunning colour. I love this shade so much. That is what that looks like. And we've got Elson, which is a red. That's those two. Next we've got two by Terry lipsticks. We've got the Lip Expert Shine and the Lip Expert Matte. The Shine is in the shade Rosy Kiss and we're out of focus. And then you've got the matte shade which is in Guilty Beige. Both quite similar actually, they're similar sort of shades, which, you know, I have a shade type as we've established. That's the Shine and that's the Matte. Again, that rosy sort of scent going on there. I love these lipsticks, they're so lovely, and I had every intention of getting more shades from both of these ranges. I just never got around to it. But yeah, if ever these sort of, you know, expire on me, I would probably replace them. This is from Shiseido. It is a modern matte powder lipstick in the shade Exotic Red. I'm struggling to read here. It's a nice shade of red. I'm going to hang on to it. A mini MAC. This one is in the shade Mare. I don't know what. I think it's a matte type lipstick as well, but this is a beautiful shade. Absolutely love that shade. Another by Terry product, and this is the Twist on Lip. This one is in the shade Cream and Espresso. It's, oh, let me open it. It's sort of duo toned, so you can get a nice little ombre lip going if you fancy it. I generally just put it on and sort of mix it together so that it becomes one shade, but it is a lovely shade of brown. Don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah, it's a really pretty colour. Got some Hourglass lipsticks here. So we've got these two, which were the first ones that I ever bought. I love the packaging on these. It's just so fancy. Unfortunately, you can't see what the shades are until you open them up. So we've got I Woke Up, which looks like that. I Want, which looks like that. Running Out of Room. Got the 2019 Holiday Duo here. So we've got You Inspire, which is fabulous. And I Cherish. And then we've got these, which were 2020's Holiday Duo, which I love the packaging on these. It was just, I love this whole sort of geometric design on them. And this one is in At Dawn and looks like that. Very nice. but this was the shade I was most interested in from that duo, if I can ever get in. And this was At Dusk, which again is a red. I think we're noticing a theme here. Kay likes pinks and reds with the odd beigey browns thrown in. But yeah, that's that one, and that is such a beautiful shade. Absolutely stunning. I just love the formula of those lipsticks, so they're all definitely staying. And then another Hourglass product I've got is this one. This is the Girl lipstick in Achiever. I think it's a lip crayon or lip stilo, I think they call it. But this is in sort of a brownie shade as well. Let's just pop that here. So that's that one. Wine Goss. I've got a lip pencil, a lip gloss and a lipstick. I bought all of these when he originally launched his makeup line. He launched with lip products and I got one of each. I thought these would be amazing. For the price, they really should have been amazing, but I wasn't blown away. The lip pencil, this one is in the shade Mauve. It's the Essential lip pencil, and it's just dry. Not like as in it's dried out, but it's just when you're trying to put that onto your lips, it's very tuggy, not amazing. Lipstick was alright. I liked the lipstick. This was in the shade Carnation and is a lovely shade. It's a nice cream lipstick, but nothing to sort of, you know, scream and shout about, especially considering the price and how small it is. But the lip gloss, oh my gosh, this lip gloss is awful on me. I've seen a lot of people say that they love this and it's their most favourite lip gloss formula. This was horrendous on me. So that's the wand, which I quite liked the shape of the wand, and yeah, I'd forgotten that, but yeah, it does have a slight minty smell to it. It's not like tingly or anything, it just feels a little bit cooling when it goes on. But this gloss on me, that looks really pretty. Looks beautiful. However, it is one of the most gloopy, thick consistencies when it's on my lips, and it gathers and bunches. It highlights every single line in my lips. It just settles into the lines of my lips and it just looks hideous on me. And I was really sad because I really wanted to love these products and I just didn't. The other stuff that is released since, I think there's been some blushes and some eyeshadows. I've not bought those. The eyeshadows haven't been my taste anyway. The blushes, they seem to be quite large and again they're a bit pricey, and I don't need them. I don't want to pay that much money for something I don't really need, she says, as she's bought a ton of blushes this year. But I think overall this whole lip line just put me off, which is really, really sad, really unfortunate. Maybe I'll try something again in future. And as I said, the lipstick itself wasn't that bad. It's just, yeah, wasn't blown away. Natasha Denona, we've got an I Need a Nude lipstick. This one is in the shade Noah. And then we've got a Lipophoria lip gloss. Or it says it's a gloss and balm, and this is in the shade Nude. This wasn't the shade I wanted. There was another shade that I would have preferred, but it was actually sold out and I couldn't get hold of it, and these were limited edition. However, hate the gloss. Absolutely hate the gloss. In a similar vein to the Wayne Goss gloss, it just bunches, gathers, sort of. It's a bit stringy when you open your mouth. There's like these little strings sort of appear. Not pleasant, not attractive, not here for it. Again, it's quite a minty scent to it, but not sort of plumping or anything. I actually really love the smell of this. It's not super minty, but it's a nice It's a nice sort of minty scent. Yeah, no, I hate this gloss, hate it. I actually think I'm going to declutter it because I'm never going to wear it. I might declutter the wine gloss as well because I'm never going to wear that either. And it makes me sad because these, like I said, these, you know, they're not cheap brands, they're not cheap products, but I just can't get on with them. I think they're going to have to go. But the lipstick, this was really nice. I really want to get some more of these I Need a Nude lipsticks, and she's released some lip liners and they look like they might be really nice as well. I might investigate those at some point. I'm trying to find any kind of space here. There we go, that'll do. And that's that one. But there's some more pinky and mauvey sort of shades in this line. These lipsticks are so nice. Again, they're not going to be, you know, super long lasting or anything. They are bullet lipsticks, but really comfortable and really easy to apply. It's the kind of lipstick that you can just sort of put on and not pay too much attention to what you're doing. So that was really nice. And again, magnetic closure, which I really love. It's just a nice sleek design packaging. I really like that. And then last but not least, we've got some Charlotte Tilbury. So we've got this one from the Kissing range. This one is in the shade Stoned Rose. I had this in one of my 2020 advent calendars. I haven't tried this yet. I've swatched it, but I haven't tried it on my face. Although I will say this was not the shade I thought it was going to be. I really wanted to buy this last year and I almost did a few times, and for some reason I just never did. But online, and obviously the name of it, Stoned Rose, I thought that was going to be a lot more sort of pink, like a dusky pink, and online it looked more like a dusky pink, but that looks more like a terracotta, which, yeah, not sure I like that, but I'm going to reserve judgment until I've actually put it on my face. And then we've got two of the Hot Lips 2 range. So we've got Glowing Jen, which is in this leopard print packaging, which I hate animal print, so this packaging I'm not keen on, but the lipstick's nice. And then we've got the JK Magic, which I absolutely adore the packaging on. Glowing Jen, which I believe was named after Jennifer Aniston, is that one there. Beautiful. And JK Magic, JK Rowling, looks like that. If it will ever come into focus. There you go. So that is the last, oh look at the state of that. So that was the last of my lip products. There's a lot. I'm actually quite impressed I've managed to get rid of as many as I did. Let's just count, see how many I got rid of. This little tray here is stuff that I'm getting rid of, so let's have a quick count. $34. I'm getting rid of 34 lip products, and I still have a lot more than that left. That's quite scary, but I'm also quite pleased that I've managed to get rid of 34. Yay me! I didn't think I'd get rid of that many. I thought maybe I'd get rid of some of the lip glosses, but that was about it. But I'm quite impressed with that. I'm definitely impressed with the bullet lipsticks I've got rid of. So now it's over to you guys. Let me know what you think of the products that I've kept, the products that I've got rid of. Let me know if you've got any of these products. Maybe there's some of these products that I've hated that you've loved. Maybe it's the other way around. Just let me know in the comments down below. I'm always interested to hear other people's thoughts and opinions. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that thumbs up button for me. It really helps me out and lets me know that you're enjoying my content. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, remember to hit that subscribe button too. It's totally free and would help you to find me more easily in future. And with all of that being said, I really hope everyone's well and staying safe, and I will see you all again in another video very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.